Hey, Glow Girls. Siobhan Davenport is contributing editor of Cheryl Magazine. It's a publication that highlights entrepreneurs, authors, and change makers. And I'm so excited to share more in this author spotlight on Glowstream TV. You can find more author spotlights on glowstreamtv.com. But for now, here's more about Cheryl Magazine. Siobhan, welcome to Glowstream TV.
Thank you for having me, Marquette. This is such a pleasure to speak to all the Glow Girls out there.
Well, you're welcome. I'm always happy to provide a platform for women like you and like me who are entrepreneurs, who are authors, who are what I like to call glow getters, right? We're go-getters, and we have a vision for ourselves. And you write inspiring articles about motivating women in Cheryl Magazine. Tell me a little bit more about the community you've built for women and what we can find inside the pages.
Cheryl Magazine is a very new publication. However, Cheryl Williamson has really elevated a platform for the past 5 years for women in all stages of their lives, but particularly women with that entrepreneurial spirit about them. So Cheryl Magazine highlights professional women, women of color, who are doing incredible and amazing things. But it's also a lifestyle magazine where you can learn about health and fitness and learn about fashion as well. But the main purpose of Cheryl Magazine is a place of connectivity for women who are just busy being mompreneurs, entrepreneurs, authors, coaches, etc., to find out the latest innovations that are going on in the marketplace and to learn from top leaders as well.
You also say that you're a global resource, even though Cheryl Magazine is based in the US. Tell me more.
So right now, Cheryl Magazine is offered online, but there are also print copies available. And Cheryl has a global reach of women. It's so incredible that women of every nationality, every country, we can all relate to each other as being busy professionals. Some of us are busy moms, even some grandmas, which Cheryl Williamson is a grandmother as well. And yet we're still finding ways to express ourselves, whether it's on a business platform, being creative, but also finding a way to give back and serve our communities. So I think women are just so incredible in all that we juggle, all that we do. And Cheryl Magazine really celebrates and elevates that.
Speaking of elevating women, you also say that you like to celebrate women who spark change, which is exciting, but it also can be a little frightening if you've never done it before or you don't have a playbook from someone who has done it before.
Absolutely. We at Cheryl Magazine, we'd love to highlight women who are sparking change. And you're right. Sometimes being a change maker means that you have to create your own roadmap, but it's always great to listen to those who are leading the way and can help those of us who want to be a change maker, not quite sure how to do it. And it helps us to avoid some of those pitfalls. One great advice from a woman leader that I had the opportunity to interview, who said that she never sees problems. She only sees challenges. And that sparks her to be a change maker because she can always find a way and a solution around whatever is in her way. So it's just wonderful to get those little nuggets of wisdom for women who are just doing incredible things in their lives.
You write stories for Cheryl Magazine, and there are so many great features. Tell me about some of your favorites and some of the things that you've read that you think will really resonate with women who are reading the book.
For this issue, for the cover of Cheryl Magazine, Michelle Thornton Ghee is our cover girl. And not only is she just a beautiful person, she is an incredible professional who utilizes her faith to spark change. And she says that she shouldn't be the only woman of color in the C-suite. She's trying to bring along as many women as she can because, there's that saying, it's lonely at the top. And she stated it should never be lonely at the top because you should be bringing people with you to enjoy that professional height. So, and she is now the very new president CEO of Ebony and Jet magazines, which have been reissued. And I think the first issue will be coming out in June. So she's been working very hard to make those iconic publications certainly speak to today's modern woman and modern world. So just a wonderful woman who definitely uses her faith to propel forward. I would say another interview that I had for Cheryl Magazine was the amazing, incredible Mickey Taylor, who for over 25 years was the cover editor of Essence Magazine, and she is now a contributing editor to Essence Magazine. And what was so incredible about her, just all the wonderful accolades and awards that she's received in her work with Essence, but she is actually producing a film about Newark, New Jersey, and the civil rights movement. She grew up in Newark. She was raised by an incredible, powerful mother who, in her own right, was a change maker as well, and also her grandmother. So she talks about the role that they played, how she got to be a part of the civil rights movement. She was right there in the middle of it when the riots happened in Newark, right after, unfortunately, the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. And so she shares that the lessons that they learned back in the 60s, that she's now applying it to today's social change, justice. So it's incredible to hear her talk about elevating Black women, Black beauty, making us a part of that conversation, but also using her platform of social justice to contribute to what she's seeing today.
It's so inspiring when you can have someone take you in the past and tell you stories that you can learn from and use right now to build upon for a stronger future. Siobhan, thank you so much for sharing. I'm sure people are watching and wondering where they can subscribe to Cheryl Magazine. So tell us, where can we find it?
You can find copies of Cheryl Magazine at CherylPWilliamson.com. And we're encouraging women to subscribe. We have, I believe it's 70% women, 30% men who get it, or who are subscribers to the magazine. So we're encouraging you to go and subscribe at CherylPWilliamson.com and look out, because we have another exciting publication coming out. There's some surprise interviews in there, which I don't want to share, but I'm teasing. And it's from people that we know and we love, and we'll be able to get some incredible insight and wisdom from them.
Siobhan Davenport, contributing editor of Cheryl Magazine. Thank you so much for coming and shining a spotlight on all of the great work you do.
Thank you so much, Marquette, for providing this platform for Glow Stream TV. I'm so honored to be able to connect with your viewers and share more about uplifting stories from women of color who are just change makers in their own right.
To have your product, service, or business featured as one of the Glow brands, contact us at info@glowstreamtv.com. And don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe to our social media channels at Glowstream TV.